Welcome back, everybody, from Labor Day weekend. We are back. Hello, Dr. Mike.
Good afternoon. Nice hot
Ooh.
September.
So last Wednesday we did a long, about 35-minute interview with Mike Stanlaw from Stanlaw Fitness on joint health and support. So thought for this audience, just in case somebody missed, Mike and I would just review the 7 topics a little obviously quicker in 10 minutes or so on what we talked about in that session. So, Mike, before I just list the 7, was there anything that stuck out to you last week?
No, I think they're very straightforward, but having somebody on, basically boots on the ground kind of thing, where Mike is working with people every day. Some may be elite athletes, but most of them are just regular folks. He gets to see how and why, and we see the end result. So it was great having Mike on and great having him talk about his experience. And you guys can check out our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and also same for Mike.
Yep, for that entire 35 minutes. So
Yeah.
the 7 are, and I'll list them, and then we'll just chat about them a little bit roundabout. It was the nutritional component of joint health and support, dynamic and static stretching, keeping your weight down, proper footwear, supplement or supplementation, biohacks, and of course, structural health, which includes chiropractic, PT, and acupuncture.
Absolutely.
I mean,
All right.
for the nutritional component, I always found interesting your thoughts, Mike, on being gluten free, particularly if you have joint soreness or pain on a regular basis.
Yeah, I think it definitely has made a difference in my life personally. Somebody who's had rotator cuff issues since high school. And it wasn't until, and I had some of the best chiropractors in the world, best physical therapists, all look at that shoulder. And it was not until 2009 when I read Rob Wolf's Paleo Solution that I gave up gluten, that it completely went away. So there's something in gluten or something in what they spray on the gluten before the wheat before harvesting, that causes people to have these issues with inflammation and joint pain.
Exactly. And then the overall overreaching nutritional component is an anti-inflammatory diet.
Absolutely.
We've talked about this before in other contexts. When you're working out or exercising or going to gym or even an athletic venture, dynamic warm-ups prior and static stretching after seems to be the right way to go.
100%. You have to warm warm up and then cool down. You have to. It is imperative no matter what.
And I think in one of the last interviews you said when you were doing exercise physiology work with the dynamic stretch up, warm up, static stretching, that was really not 100% fleshed out yet. Am I correct on saying that?
No, back in the 90s with exercise science, it was still considered taboo to do any dynamic stretching at all. And they were doing it in the Eastern Bloc countries back in the 90s, but we didn't see any of that here. Absolutely.
Okay. Number 3, kind of simples. Keeping your weight down really helps joint wear and tear in your knees, ankles, and hips for sure.
I can tell you 100% with my weight at one time being 300 pounds, every single step was just more pressure on the joints without a doubt.
Being a runner, for most of my life, and my son being a runner, Proper footwear is always important. So I always suggest people to go get their feet scanned by basically a shoe expert, and they have great scanning machines at Fleet Feet. When there's a Fleet Feet in Hoboken, and the store that I really like is the Fleet Feet in Montclair.
Yep. Really important that you have proper footwear.
Yep.
Protect your joints.
Supplements, glucosamine conjoint, MSM, and any supplement herb that's considered anti-inflammatory would fall into that category of joint health and support.
Absolutely. So it's, you can, I don't have it in front of me, but our joint support is excellent. Our curcumin turmeric combination is phenomenal as well.
Agreed. There's a lot of biohacks that we use personally. We use some at the office, and trainers across the world use them. But some of them that include, KT or kinesiotaping, ice and heat, vibration plate usage, red light therapy, PMF mats, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah. These are things that you could put in your toolbox that you can use that will allow you to continue to train and compete.
Yep. And then the final one, of course, structural health is so vitally important for joint health, and that includes chiropractic, PT, acupuncture, and for that matter, any type of body work that you can think of or list.
Yeah, and you use Agoscu, which is phenomenal. We've had what was his name? We've had
John.
him on the show. John.
John
Yeah, we've
Winwer.
had John on the show. Phenomenal body worker. Amazing. So these are the things that you want to do to keep your joints healthy.
All right, well, that was a 7-minute review, but it's all over Facebook, guys, and the YouTube channel if you want to watch the entire 35 minutes. Next week, we'll be back with a newer topic or review. And as we said, starting off, we are back after the Labor Day holiday, normal hours today, 3 to 6.
Bye, guys.